No mames, güey.
Hustle culture is bad. When it's not, you're just not willing to embrace it.
Hustle culture, baby. I'm JohnnyTattooHead. This is a video of two sides of the coin.
This is a day in my life working 2 jobs to save $30,000.
Okay, so this young gal here, she's a day in the life of working 2 jobs. Her goal is $30,000. She's asleep on one of her jobs.
Hustle culture is bad. When it's not, you're just not willing to embrace it due to the mindset of the surroundings you are currently in.
You know, you can do that. You can do that, but for how long? For how long? You know, we got people who've given up, who live in tents. We got people who are having meltdowns.
Thousands of dollars in deductibles. You pay an income tax, to pay a sales tax, to pay a property tax on shit you fucking own. We are taxed on taxed on taxed and taxed.
I want some comments on how you are able to survive in whatever city you're watching this from, okay?
Are we all struggling getting work right now? Because the places that are hiring are not actually hiring. And we've lost a lot of like standard protocol professionalism. Like having personality at work is not professionalism.
She says that having personality is not gonna get you the job, I guess, during the interview. And yes and no. You know, I agree to a certain extent. I was a waiter, a server. I was a food runner. I was a barback. I was a busser. Restaurant business, okay? And of course, personality, being pleasant, gets you through the interview, and it also helps a lot on the shift. You know, she speaks a little bit about professionalism and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, you know, you want to put the right plate to the right table and get the orders correct. If they say no tomato, you know, you got to put no tomato, or else you're going to piss the chef off. And if you work in a restaurant and you're a server, comment, tell me what you think. Because personally, the best thing about restaurant is the tips. If you're out there working part-time in college, something like that, and you're out there, get a job like a barback or a server, get some tips, and also learn Spanish. Because 10 times out of 10, the guys making the food in the back, they speak Spanish. So, you know, hey, compa, mochate con un pedazo de pollo, tengo hambre. Something like that. You learn some Spanish. Guess what? You're going to get some free food.
Everyone else is doing it. Besides, what's the alternative? Cooking at home?
You can't tell Jose atrás, allá atrás, hey, can I have some food? Like, he's going to... No. You learn it. Learn Spanish if you live in Los Angeles. And Armenian.
And the average plumber in the US makes around $60K, but can make up to like $94, $95K in cities like San Francisco. Then you grow and create a business out of it, and you have other plumbers that work under you because you've got too big a network now, right? Like, you can have a really financially stable business.
She makes it sound so easy. You know, I actually used to be a plumber. And, you know, after the 3rd phone call, shout out Charlie. He got me a job at Mayday Plumbing with his Uncle David. After the 3rd phone call where I'm saying, hey man, the water is spraying everywhere, I don't know what's going on, you know, I got fired. You know, he said, a la verga. You got the plumbing, you're good at it, but you gotta be a good teacher too. You might be the best plumber, but you gotta be patient and be a good teacher. And you also have to accept the fact that not everyone's gonna be reliable.
That's because there simply aren't enough plumbers. Not in boom towns like Seattle, not anywhere.
Manpower is one of the most frustrating parts of my job, filling all the spots. I could hire 6, 8 experienced plumbers right now.
But they're just not out there?
They're just not out
there.
More
work than there's people applying, younger guys that want to try out plumbing.
I hate the notion of people are lazy and don't want to work when jobs don't want to hire. And I ain't talking about McDonald's or Walmart. I mean jobs requiring degrees, don't want to hire, don't want to pay people their worth or give people a chance, but expect everything under the sun.
Not talking about McDonald's and Walmart. You heard him, right? So it could be a number of things. Maybe he went to college and majored in something like liberal arts, or I don't know too much of college. I tried, I went, I tattooed my head and my face Dropped out, now I hunt down my own paycheck, and I'm a hustler.
New Hampshire. Believe it or not, even with a ton of people out of work, he still had trouble finding new employees.
500,000 jobs ready to be filled in construction. That's another one. Plumbing, construction. You guys tell me, you know, I don't know if I'm shooting in the dark here. You know, you could be 21, 41, 81, I don't know. Where's the new crew? Where's the new era?
Before, companies aren't hiring like they used to. Add to that, we've had hundreds of thousands of people lose their jobs, really good paying jobs, and now they're in the market looking for work. So the competition is through the roof. Companies get to be picky again. And what they're doing, which makes this drag out like that, is they're interviewing a lot more candidates and they're putting them through a lot more interviews. Tell me in the comments below, have you been on job interviews recently where they're making you go back 2, 3, 4 times and then you get ghosted? This is becoming the new normal.
Getting ghosted, going on 2, 3, 4 job interviews and then getting ghosted is the new norm.
But Americans' obsession with hustle culture is just utterly ridiculous.
It's not an obsession, it's a necessity. Our country doesn't care about us like how yours does.
Look, I actually have 2 jobs, and I do both jobs in less than 40 hours a week. So keep watching, I'm gonna put you on.
Hey, small business owners, I wanted to give you guys something for the holidays. I'm doing a giveaway, $300 towards...
Okay, then we got guys trying to make a buck saying, follow me, you know, take this course.
$100 towards Google Ads spend, all right? So I'm gonna run your ads for you, completely free.
Giving away that $300, but then again, do we really know if someone actually got it? Or is it just a way to get clout? Because the more clout someone like this gentleman would get, which is followers, subscribers, whatever platform he's using, the more believers. So of course, if someone has over 1 million followers, subscribers, you're gonna think this guy knows the way. Look how many people are following his course. Now, if he has 126 people following him, you're gonna just click out of there.
We've received 800 applications just in the last few days for a customer service position that we posted. What's our secret to get all those applications? Well, we pay a $70,000 minimum wage. We pay full benefits, paid time off, maternity, paternity leave, etc. Just the basics that everybody should have. It shouldn't be special. But I think what it shows me is there's absolutely no labor shortage, for sure. But what there is a massive shortage of jobs and companies that treat people with respect. So it's not a labor shortage, it's a shortage in good jobs and good companies.
Is that we need more jobs that treat employees well, but on the other side of the coin, we have people saying, I'm applying, and I get ghosted.
Use any one of these things behind me, there's a really good financial future.
At one point, he's saying that there's such a shortage of people applying that even if you have 0 experience, he's willing to teach you. High schoolers and college kids, and their expectations are a little wild too.
For the class of 2022 is projected to be more than 50,000. Okay, checks out. However, current college students expect to earn twice that, $103,880 in their first job.
And so the idea that we've fired them in their first week, like unless you've headbutted someone or stolen from them, do you mean there's no good reason to be fired within the first week?
I'm seeing Millennial and Gen Z very comfortable with the idea of job stacking and saying companies pay me for a project, not for my time. I'm seeing Boomers and Gen X say, are you kidding me? That's cheating your employer. You should be putting in a full 8 hours a day. If you're more effective at getting things done, you should be taking on more work for your company.
So she does have a point, but also maybe that employer is not paying enough and they need to have that side hustle. Just go to college, guys. Those 100K blue collar jobs come with 84 hours a week. We also have seen how college kids have these 6-figure expectations, and reality they're going to be making about 50K. What I do is and I've been doing this for about 9 10 years. I cut hair. Like I say, it costs money to look pretty in Hollywood, baby. And I'm gonna prove it to you. I'm gonna call a barbershop. I'm gonna call a barbershop and we're gonna talk, and I'm gonna pretend like I'm a customer. You'll see.
Entourage barbershop.
Yeah, we do haircut. We do a hotel shave, straight blade with a hotel for sensitive skin and just very clean and smooth shave. We do that. That's going to be $100 for the haircut and that's $100.
Okay, cool. Sunset in what is it, La Cienega? This is right outside the barbershop.
Gotcha. No pants type of night, huh?
Give me a way with my ass. Give me a way with my ass.
Wipe your ass?
Give me a way with my own ass.
Yeah.
As a co-owner of a barbershop, I thought it would be nice, especially during the summer, to bring in complimentary water. I'm the last barber to leave. You know, I gotta clean up. I got so frustrated with every night around that time, 9 p.m., I would find more than a dozen water bottles with 2 sips missing. I put a freaking vending machine in the barbershop. I said, that way I'm not going to be frustrated, okay? I'm not going to be frustrated, and they can take 1 sip. They can take the drink and throw it on the roof. I don't care. But you're going to pay. It's just $1, but you're going to pay. I started putting Cheetos, Gatorade, Red Bull, iced tea, Coke, Sprite. I started noticing this is a profit. The vending machine is bringing in at least enough to keep the light bill going, the Spectrum cable, so we can have the fight, we can have football, we can have NBA, basketball. Shout out Ricky the Jet. He was cutting him. Jose is his name. He says, I love this vending machine. I work in a factory with 800 employees. The next day, I'm at the factory and they want 5 vending machines. Then they want another one, and it grows, and they want another one, and then the factory next door gets wind of it. Here it is. Here's the the vending machine. It's a factory. I don't even really know what they sell. You see, you can't tell. They're some sort of thing. There's sodas and Gatorade and Squirt and Red Bull. There's the factory again. And again, I don't even know what they're making in this factory. Every Monday morning, I'm at the machines. I do about half of them. And Tuesday morning, I do the other half. Combined, it takes about 3.5 hours out of my week to fill up the vending machines. And then I'm gone. I'm a ghost to the following Monday. And that's where I do have 2 jobs, but that's where I finesse the system where I'm hustling. It's hustle culture, baby. I'm hustling, but I don't physically have to be at the factories. Except for those, 3 hours a week where I fill up the machines. And yeah, sometimes there is problems. The other week, the Red Bull, it wouldn't come out. You put the money in, you slide your card, tap your phone. It wouldn't come out. I had to fix it. And I'm sitting there and reading the manual, trying to figure it out. I figure it out. And guess what? My hand is too big. I wear a size 13 shoe, okay? My hand is too big. I have to call a friend and relay the information that I read in the manual, and he has a smaller hand, and he gets in there and puts the metal sheet and moves it and maneuvers whatever problem may be. So there's, nothing's so simple the way you might see on the internet. There's definitely pros and cons to everything, but the good outweighs the bad, okay? So again, I'm here at the barbershop 4 days a week, 5 days a week, slide in, do, even if I did 5 haircuts, that's $500, okay, with tip, okay? Most guys have beards, it may be more, okay? Hot towel. This video I saved for last, and this is definitely worthy of a part 2 where we roll over into what you do and who you're dating.
It would be amazing how many women would not be willing to accept men who are blue collar, even if they made more money.
What,
brother? This goes deep. So,
is it about the money? Or is it about the look?
It's about how her friends will perceive her.
It's
man.
about how her friends will perceive her man.
It all comes back home.
Ladies, say this shit ain't so.
Say it ain't so.
Somebody come in here and say this shit ain't so.
How many times have I been in a club and I'm standing next to a guy who's a contractor? He's out earning all the brothers standing in suits, but the women will laugh at the contractor. And in the black community, I tell women, if you want a good man, the majority of men making over 6 figures got a truck.
Damn. A word truck.
And the dudes that's in the suits got a bill.